Welcome to latest world news. A woman reacts as she visits a newly opened group memorial altar for the victims from the sunken South Korean ferry, Seoul, at the Ansan Olympic Memorial Hall on April 23, 2014. Thousands of mourners paid tearful respects on Wednesday at a temporary memorial to the hundreds of student victims of South Korea's ferry disaster, as the grim search for bodies entered a second week. The confirmed death toll stood at 150, but 152 were still unaccounted for, their bodies believed trapped in the inverted, submerged ship that sank a week ago in circumstances that have yet to be fully explained. As the relatives of the missing began their daily vigil at the harbor on Jindo Island, where bodies recovered from the disaster site are brought, others converged on a temporary memorial to the victims in Ansan, 200 miles, 320 kilometers, to the north. Ansan has become the focal point of national mourning. The city is home to the Danswon High School, which had 352 students and a dozen teachers on the Seoul when it capsized. Nearly 280 students are among the dead and missing. The memorial, set up in an indoor sports stadium, was opened Wednesday and comprised a giant altar in the form of a terraced bank of flowers, white, yellow and green chrysanthemums, among which rested the framed pictures and names of students whose funerals have already taken place. Above the floral wall a large banner carried the message, "We pray for the souls of the departed." Mourners, clutching single white chrysanthemums handed out by volunteers, wept, bowed and prayed as they stood before the altar before placing their flowers below the students' pictures. There was anger as well as grief. One woman railed tearfully against the authorities for not saving more people, while one large floral tribute carried a sash with the simple message, "I hate the Republic of Korea." Among the mourners were many school children in uniform, some of whom broke down and had to be helped out of the stadium. In Jindo Harbor, the latest bodies recovered from the ferry were taken to a small tented village set up to manage the process of identifying the bodies. "I'm here to help you recognize the dead," a forensic official told a group of relatives called to the site because its documents or distinguishing features indicated their family member might be among those brought ashore. "We have cleaned the bodies, but did not take their clothes and socks off so that you can recognize them more easily," the official said, before leading them into a separate, closed-off section. Each positive identification was marked by a piercing cry of anguished recognition and an outpouring of grief from the family members, most of them middle-aged parents. The Seoul's captain, Lee Jun-sik, and 6 crew members are under arrest with 2 other crew taken into police custody on Tuesday. On Wednesday morning prosecutors raided a host of businesses affiliated with the ferry operator, the Kongjin Marine Company. The raid was part of a probe into overall corruption in management, Kim Ho-young, a prosecutor on the case, told us. More than 70 executives and other people connected with Kongjin and its affiliates have been issued 30-day travel bans while they are investigated on possible charges ranging from criminal negligence to embezzlement. Captain Lee and his surviving crew members have been pilloried in the media for abandoning the ship while hundreds remain trapped inside. President Park Geun-hye has described their actions as being tantamount to murder. There has been particular criticism of Lee's decision to delay the evacuation order until the vessel was listing so sharply that escape had become almost impossible.